Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rainy Day Reactions with Chris and Nia. Today, we're going to be continuing The Americans, Season 4, Episode 8, called The Magic of David Copperfield. 5, The Statue of Liberty Disappears. That's a long-ass title.
Wait, it's 5? Oh, okay. I thought it was like... Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, 5? V? 5? Yeah. Apparently, he made the statue disappear in 1983 at some point on live TV.
So it's like a magic.
We had to look it up when we read the
trick,
title.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't around yet.
Reminds me a little bit of what was his name? Do you remember when we were kids?
The guy in the 90s? That was the
that
magic
the 90s?
on TV.
Or was it the
too?
early 2000s?
I think it was late 90s.
I don't know. Like I just remember like seeing stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? Like he'd make scenery.
Now it's gonna bug me. We're gonna have to remember by the end of this, so you can mention it in the outro.
Something Angel? Chris Angel.
Chris Angel? No, there was a guy before him that was doing magic on TV.
Really? He's the only one.
Chris Angel, he's like the cheesiest one.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
of.
saying, like, it just reminds me of that because I used to watch that.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
But what happened in the last episode?
So Martha, they finally found her. She was looking super depressed and anxious. We thought she was gonna jump off the bridge. Luckily, it didn't go there. And then Stan was pretty close to finding her. Gad's struggling with everything.
Yep. And Phillip broke the news that she's gonna be going
to Moscow.
Honest with her. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's.
I thought they were gonna end it with like her like leaving to Moscow, like saying goodbye or something, and they cut off the episode. Like that was one of the shortest episodes so far, I think.
She's gonna be leaving with the rat, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and then they fucking start a zombie apocalypse on the plane.
You and your zombies. Yeah. Hopefully they're careful with it. I don't know.
Yes.
We had that scene where Tatiana was telling the guy to send the message and talking about how like it needed to be it was like a delicate, fragile thing transporting. Yeah. I was like, okay, we know that it's delicate, so why are they showing us just her doing her work? So hopefully people are going to be careful when they transport it.
Yes. Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. She doesn't look as like stressed out though. She looks scared, but not like stressed out.
I don't know what is gonna happen to Martha, but if this is all she has, fucking go to Russia and live your best fucking life.
Find some random Russian dude
and be as happy as you can be.
Don't be alone, Clark.
Damn.
All right. Oh. Don't be alone.
You too.
Oh, sure. I'll just learn Russian and... Yeah, okay. Me too.
She's too good.
At least up until this point, it just seems like she kind of accepted that this is what's happening. Those were good last words. I mean, better than more questions and continuing this.
Final destination moment.
Dude, are we gonna ever get to see her? Like, I mean, if we continue with her?
Damn, that's sad. She's really gone. She survived up to this point.
This is the Statue of Liberty. Every single person I know is gonna be watching this. Except probably not Dad, because he won't be here.
Right?
Won't be here for what?
David Copperfield's making the Statue of Liberty disappear on TV.
The good news is I won't be spending a couple nights away every week anymore.
You won't?
For now.
So getting used to more Dad.
About
finally.
time.
For real.
How did it go with Martha?
Fine. Good.
Here we go again.
Good.
Talk, dude.
Painful.
He's reading an S book.
What are you reading?
60 Hours That Transform Your Life.
Is that good?
It's helping me realize some things.
He's gonna be struggling with the Martha thing.
I need to smoke.
I don't see many movies.
Why not?
I just always think I should be doing something more useful.
Well, you know what Mary Kay says about that.
No.
Me neither. But I'm
She's looking
but I'm
funny.
sure she said something about it being useful to treat yourself and relax once in a while.
Relax. You want me? Okay.
Wait, what?
You're gonna sneak in. Run! Get in!
The Outsiders. Eugene. He's feeling guilty about it. Could have been struggling with this whole time too.
I'm sorry, I haven't been getting much sleep.
Yeah, I was like, is
You can see it.
We're in the middle of dealing with this disaster at work the last 3 days. I should leave you guys to your night. Thanks for the beer.
I just took the whole fucking case.
All right, good night.
Good night.
These are your kids drank all my beer.
Right?
Turns out they were on her. Stan just told me they were in the middle of a disaster at work. I'd been worried I'd pulled her for nothing.
She was straight ahead, uncomplicated, simple.
She really was.
She wasn't simple.
She wasn't simple. Okay.
She was actually very complicated.
Damn, okay, calm down, dude.
Of course.
People underestimated her.
Hey, Mom, can we have sloppy joes?
Look at his
So-
face.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea.
Hey, Dad.
Stuck in a box that you can't get out of. Who made the box?
Oh, she's there. What?
You all think you want to be free. Everything would be great if only you didn't have this shit that you got to take care of.
He's talking to her.
Well, I've got news for you. You love the prison you've made for yourself.
Damn.
If somebody came along and broke the lock right now, you wouldn't know what the hell to do with yourself. Wouldn't have a clue.
This is all meant for her.
Interesting. That is so true for her. Oh, you spit.
I see why you like it.
You do?
Yeah, it helps. I can see that.
Yes.
He looked a little happy. Just a little bit.
But
They just try so hard to get you to sign up for more. Spend more money, and bring in your friends. And they manipulate you to get at your wallet.
you think I'm being manipulated?
I just think it's very American, the whole thing.
In some way, yeah.
I mean, there's always money involved.
I get a lot out of it, and that's what matters.
But are you getting a lot? Because from what I can see, you're not sleeping, you're not eating.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
Because you put Martha on a plane, is that it? It happens, Phillip. We lose agents.
Agents?
Agents.
She was an agent.
That is what she was. You didn't have to send her out onto the street to get mowed down.
You want to talk about Gregory now? Well, I'm sorry the man you love died and you're stuck with me!
Holy shit. Because I took you back.
Shit.
After you slept with the woman who had your son and you lied to my face about it.
Oh. So that's what they're doing right now. It's all the
what
shit they've
can
been
you
holding
say?
in. Oh.
Oh man. I was so hopeful.
Got a signal from Lisa. She wants to talk earlier than our normal meeting.
Any idea?
Nope.
The husband.
Phillip is hanging on by a
What's going on with
thread.
You, two? You both look terrible. Is it about Martha?
They need a therapist.
Yep. He's right there.
I've been going to Est.
Why?
Maybe because you don't live my life.
Well, I've lived close enough, thank you.
Apparently, he needs a group of strangers in some hotel room to listen to him.
This is great.
I'm tired. I'm going to go home, take my antibiotic, and then I'm going to take a nap.
He's like, I'm over this shit. You guys are weird.
You have to go every week, Paige, if you're going to stay close to Pastor Tim.
Mom, it's fine if I skip a week. When you go to Bible study, you have to talk and be into it. So if I'm not in the mood, it's gonna be obvious.
Yes. Makes a lot
Well,
of
then
sense.
you get yourself in the mood.
Jesus. She wasn't trained for this shit.
Get back in here right now.
I can't control how I feel.
You are going to find some other shit to volunteer for at that goddamn church so that not a day goes by without you seeing Pastor Tim and his wife. Because thanks to what you did,
So intense.
that is all that stands between us and this family being destroyed.
Look at her eye. Like those veins in her eye and her forehead. Holy shit. Oh, that's intense.
Children.
They don't have our life experience yet.
Oh, please. They say goodbye to an agent, and they think it's the end of the world. In my time, there were things worse than the war. We did what we had to do. That's the way it was, or we got killed ourselves. They think this is so bad, what they're going through. They have no idea.
Oh, your officers aren't listening to you. Boo-hoo. Things have gone to shit, and you think, well, it's not their fault, so it has to be yours.
Well, whose fault is it?
It's the world.
He needs Claudia. More.
Everything okay?
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. I was wondering what happened to her. What is happening right now?
Maurice is back on the bottle.
Oh, fuck.
So am I. I need to make things right, and you do too.
What?
Oh.
We need to tell the police about Jack.
We can't do that.
You gonna have to kill Lisa?
Because I started slipping the moment I started taking that money. Please help me. If we go in there together, they will give us immunity. I'll do it by myself then.
Oh,
They don't want to make a deal. They won't get to hear what I have to say.
Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. Poor Lisa, man.
Lisa's done too.
She's probably numb right now, too.
This is just, oh my god, this is horrendous. What, Gabriel?
I don't know. I think he's watching them, like, how much they care for each other or something. Maybe he noticed that they actually care for each other like a real couple, not just a job.
Things have to change.
Yes, this is craziness.
I'm going to tell them that it's time we ease up on you two. It's been too much. Too much for anyone. No new operations.
Gabriel, you can't promise them this.
And you think the center will agree to that?
I'll make sure they do.
He finally saw it was like too much.
Yeah. I think finally seeing her come in hella numb like that is what hit him.
You know what we should do?
What?
Why does he look so happy?
Epcot.
Take the kids to Epcot.
Yeah. Finally. So cheesy. Like an 80s.
How did he do that?
I have no idea.
Oh, fuck.
So, we're...
What the hell?
Tell me.
He's the boss.
How's the new guy? He's doubling the tech sweeps. No more personal clocks, radios. Pens? You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Well, Gad looks more relaxed. So I guess Stan is not the boss.
Everything okay?
They were both in a good mood. They enjoyed miniature golf. Alice said she can really feel the baby moving. I said I can't wait to babysit.
That look. She's not.
Whatever comes up. Feelings, sympathy, friendship, whatever. You can't lose sight of who these people are.
It felt like a season finale for some reason.
It did.
It was episode 8. Had like the music, little talking montage thing.
I was just about to say that they didn't have any music, but up until the end. Yeah, like you said, it feels like a new season, like an ending. Like they're
Like in the kind of in the middle of the season.
Kicking off into a possibly more relaxed state, or they have been, and I'm assuming they will be for like a little bit.
Did they go to Epcot?
Right? What the hell?
Yeah, they did a time jump, which was fucking weird. Threw me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like they're happier, except for Paige.
Yeah. She's fully seen what happens when she decided to open her mouth, and now she has to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm worried about her though. She looked
dead inside.
For 7 months of doing this, she looked really tense. I don't know. I just would imagine that at this point you would just kind of say things in a kind of whatever-ish way, like almost like a numb way. And she looks really tense, so I'm worried about what her release is. What is Paige's?
Yeah, right.
How does she relax? Oh, because her relationship with her parents is probably really tense.
And her relationship with Tim is like non-existent, really.
Yeah.
She's not really being real with them. And that was like one of the only things she had, according to her, apparently, even though we hate that whole relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
That was like the one positive, almost thing that she cherished. It seemed even more than family. And because of that, now she has to maintain it. But because she has to maintain it, it's almost like it's dead now.
Yeah. Well, I think at least now the show can finally focus on Tim in that relationship. Maybe. I have a feeling that's what we're going to get for like the next few episodes. Because everything else, Martha is out of the picture. Like all these other things, Lisa are out of the picture.
Do you think we're going to get Martha? Do you think
I don't know. I don't think so.
I hope not. I really wanted to see.
Maybe they'll mention her at some point, or like what ended up happening with telling the parents about her.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna go anywhere from there. And I wonder who this new boss is. They gotta show him next episode.
He started giving details. I thought, I'm like, wait, is Stan talking about himself? But I guess not.
Yeah, no, because he said I hate to sound like this other person. So yeah, I don't think it's Stan at all. I thought it was gonna be Stan. Man,
Lisa, that was sad. Really sad for Lisa.
Fucking alcohol.
So she used her addiction to find a place to be able to establish a relationship. But at the same time, the stress of lying is what caused her to relapse.
Yeah.
And then for her, in her mind, to try and get back on top, it all started with lying. So she wanted to get herself clean. Mm-hmm. And wanting to get herself clean again is what caused her death.
Yeah. Because like trying to get back to your like good self, or like what you think is good. Mm-hmm. Was like, yeah, like you said, the reason for her to want to go say something. And fuck, she died. They really brought her back like hella episodes later just to have her killed.
I was thinking about her before we started the show, and I was like, we kind of just dropped her and Kimmy.
Yeah, Kimmy, and they mentioned Kimmy in this one too.
And that's what it happened. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I feel for her. I feel for her kids. We had a bad feeling about her husband.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit from the start.
Yeah.
He had like very controlling like attitude from like the first time we saw him.
Yeah, I really thought for a second that he just wanted to like protect her when she started working with Elizabeth, and no, he's just complete shit and like left her and the kids. And what I wonder if they're gonna touch on that. I mean, they kind of skipped over, so probably not. But like, would he just be missing, or would they have had to take care of him too? Because
I mean, he ran off, and they didn't really have any real connection to Elizabeth and Phillip.
And he wouldn't like question what happened to his wife or like the
it's possible that he can show up at some point, unless he just didn't give a fuck and he completely ran off.
Like, he just left.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I really like the fights in this episode.
They're pretty intense.
I was like so hopeful when she went to S. I was so happy that like she was gonna be like, I said I was gonna go and I went, and like they were gonna be happy. He looked happy for a second and then it turned into shit. But to be
she
fair,
shit on it. She was right though in some way.
They're both right.
Both right.
There's no lies in any of it.
Yeah, when he was going, it was helping him.
Mm-hmm.
But she's right. It's totally like a fucking like, fortunately like capitalist fucking.
Yeah, there's always
system.
money.
Yeah, you're like, we'll give you a little bit of good, but we're gonna make you come back. And
You
like,
want to get access to this, you gotta pay for it. We gotta keep the lights on or whatever, right?
Exactly.
So I mean, they were both right. I do think it makes sense why Phillip was so defensive about it. But at the same time, that's all truths. Like that's all truths. Isn't that part of it? Like,
yeah.
Like most people like go in there, they said like the first time and think it's like a scam or like it's bullshit or something.
Mm-hmm. But they are like
wrong.
talking about their truths.
Yeah.
And he also got offended because of Martha at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something that really kind of stood out, was how Elizabeth, I don't know, she can really compartmentalize things. And when he was really going through something, she was just like, she's an agent.
Yeah.
Like that part really kind of comes out where it's
exactly
just like,
but it was very hypocritical because of the Gregory thing. Mm-hmm. And she was holding that in too. They were both dealing with their own shit, and they both fucked up by getting like emotionally involved with both people.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though she says that like it's the job, and this is us, the family or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like she really did fall for Gregory.
Yeah. Yep.
So
it's different with each person, right?
Yeah. And even though he's been kind of dealing with it, he is still in a way, like even though it does help him in some way going to Est, it still didn't fully help him because he's not getting over the things that he's thinking about with Est.
Yeah, well,
it's just like you're putting a band-aid on it in some way.
In some way. I feel like where she kind of messed up was because seeing him be a wreck, right? She saw that as like a downside. But I think a big part of like working through your stuff is acknowledging it and feeling it.
Yep.
So there are going to be times where you're probably going to feel like you're going backwards, but it's because you're actually addressing it. Feeling it, it's gonna help you like move and heal from it. So I felt like that was a bit harsh, but of course she wouldn't like get that, right?
You know, she could have gotten really like defensive, or like, you know how she started attacking the whole idea of Est? Mm-hmm. She possibly started attacking it because it actually hit something in her when she went and telling all those things.
Yeah.
So she got defensive and started attacking Est.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they mentioned was like 100% her.
She went on the right day. Yeah. Or she went to the right seminar.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, what the guy said, he said something like, if someone opens your, your cell door or your prison cell.
Like, you won't know what to do with yourself. Bam.
I think that's very true.
Perfect.
Elizabeth.
That writing gold right there.
Yep, and that's probably why, like you said, why she attacked it. She had a strong reaction to it, and she was like, pushing that right back out because she didn't want to address it. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here.
Oh, we finally had a moment between Oleg and Tatiana, like a real moment. They literally emphasized the handhold and like.
You think it's going where?
I think so. I think that's where it's going. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm happy for Oleg if he's gonna find happiness again. And I like Tatiana. We don't see her too much, but she's kind of growing on me. Yeah. I don't know anything about her, but just that she has a brother now joining.
They had something
12 like something.
Yeah, that connected them finally.
Mm-hmm.
Their jobs have been like completely separated, except for the like listening to the recordings part where they were having like hella fun with each other. Mm-hmm. And now that they finally have something to connect, I think that's what they needed to finally like establish. Like, okay,
they're gonna be around each other now.
Exactly.
Watch
us be wrong.
Let me see what else I have here. Hold on.
We do have Martha hopping on the plane and finally accepting it. She seemed very calm. Those first few minutes of the episode were really calm, and like I thought something was gonna happen, like something crazy, but they were setting us up for the goodbye.
I actually really liked their goodbye.
Yeah, the fact that she was like, don't be alone, and then he was like, you too. I don't think she kind of believes that she won't be alone, but like it was nice to see them both say that to each other. And then again, like I said, little does she know, he actually isn't alone.
And I'm happy that she didn't know that.
Yeah, me too. Like, that would have completely ruined her.
But you know what? She did brush it off when he told her, like, you too, about don't be alone. She kind of brushed it off, and then she kind of said it again, almost like she kind of needs to. She told herself, like, no, actually, maybe I do really need to listen to this for like the first time ever, because this is as far as we're getting here with Clark. And she's gonna get on a plane, and it's on her now. Like what she's gonna do with her life.
Yeah, that was kind of beautiful.
Let's see. Oh, and then one last thing that I really liked was Gabriel and Claudia's conversation.
Short.
I like seeing Gabriel's point of view. And just also how Claudia like handles stuff and how they can kind of bounce each other off. Like seeing each of them have this conversation and her kind of just tell them the way she sees things. So Gabriel really found himself responsible.
Yeah, usually he kind of frustrates me the way he like interacts with mostly Phillip. And it's kind of confusing to like fully get on his side or like hard to get on his side. But when he does like voice his opinion to Claudia, like it makes more sense the way he talks to her, and then she usually has some input to it, and like I don't know, it ends up working out. So he needs Claudia in some way.
Yeah, it seems like when he sees Phillip, it's almost similar to the way that he saw Martha. It was always kind of like the same words, the same kind of way that they would treat each other. He always pulls out the
Scrabble.
Yes, he always pulls it out, and I just think Phillip is just so done with Gabriel because it's just nothing new. It almost feels like there's no
this is how
depth
I handle
to
you.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then when he talks to Claudia, then you can kind of see like where he's coming from, and he's coming from a very like things were worse. How are they struggling this hard?
Yeah.
Right. Which I don't know. I feel like that kind of just touches on the way like different generations.
Yeah,
so we're
to me
always
sounds
getting
like
brushed off.
Totally boomer type thing to say, but he's probably like around that time. He's probably like silent generation or something.
Yeah, but there's always all like you're complaining about this back in my day.
Back in my day, it was a lot harder.
So much worse. But then at the same time, it's like you gotta think about that. Like everything here is shit. It's still shit, but there's been an improvement.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I just really like that he realized that they hit a breaking point.
Yeah. Yep.
And he sat down.
I was wondering when that would finally come, where he finally like acknowledged it, or like took it seriously. And all it took was seeing fucking Elizabeth finally look like a zombie.
Yeah, because he probably brushed off Phillip so many times.
Because he's a lot more emotional.
Yeah, and then when he sees Miss Elizabeth over here coming in like that, you could see like they're at their end of their rope.
Yeah.
And I gotta step in. I really like that. And I appreciate Gabriel for that.
Same.
I don't think I have anything else. I'm sure we're gonna missed a whole bunch of stuff. But I really liked just the whole feeling of this episode. They really right before they did the whole like skip the 7 months thing, it just felt like you had all this like buildup of stress and everything that happened with Martha and everything that's been going on, and then like when she left, it almost felt like the scenes were really quiet and it was just like talking, yelling, almost like the aftermath of like this big event
that you finally have to deal with everything.
And
then they push forward 7 months and it's like take the weight off.
And it looks like they're doing good. I'm happy for Henry, but I'm nervous because I know he's happy. That they're like spending time with the family, and
it'll come to an end.
Yep. Eventually, they're gonna all of a sudden get really busy again.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't have anything else.
Same.
This episode.
All right. Well, if any of you have anything to add for this episode, just drop it down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Make sure you like our videos, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you. Bye.